Well, hello everybody and welcome back. Starting off map number 2, which is of course going to be Train. Tempo with a 1-0 lead after winning out their map pick of Mirage. They're up against Kinguin here on their very own map pick of Train. Starting out on the CT side, that is the choice of Tempo, and let's see if it's a good one. It isn't getting very close to these blocks, but those headshots coming in. It's not going to be enough though, as we're down to a 3v3. That's going to be in favor of Kinguin as they make their way towards the B side. There's going to be very little contention from the Tempo Storm side. They have managed to get one rotate in, but it's going to be difficult to hold out. HS getting taken down. Fox is able to chime in with one, but we're down to a 2 versus 1. What was looking good for Kinguin is going to swing back and be in favor of a Tempo Storm. It's all on Rollin right now. He's got a 2k to find. With a USP, it's certainly going to be possible. It's a better chance than the block on those longer ranges. He's been spotted out. He's taking a little bit of damage. Manages to make his way back out of the A site. And now has a choice. Ivy or upper. Making his way towards upper B. He can, of course, still go down, drop down. And this is a good decision to back off and not take those fights initially, because it means that whichever side he goes to now, he should be able to get a 1v1 on. There's a rotations coming around here. Chetty. He's going to have to check out that A site, but it is, of course, B that he should be worried about. Rollin making his way towards upper, where Fox isn't going to be able to focus all his attention towards there, so it all comes down to timing now. He goes for the peak, spots out Rollin. His head's been spotted, making his way towards the site where the bomb plant will be coming in. Fox is going to be able to get up nice and close. The distraction should come in from Chetty and allow Fox to get this spam into the side of the head of Rollin, but he misses the shot. Hold on, what is happening here? Rollin, he only needs to find one more player to get this round win for Kinguin. Hasn't spotted him out, but again, he manages to evade death somehow, picking up the USP, but he was taken out by Chetty. And just got word that the pixelation is still there, so 2 seconds. And we'll attempt to fix that for you. It's a long shot, but let's see if this works. Kinguin taking a long time in spawn. It almost looks like it's a warm-up. As Mineyes makes his way down towards Ivy. He's got a deagle in hand. Of course, yeah, I've got 2 AKs coming out on the back of the bomb plant. It's a pretty risky buy here from Kinguin. I mean, they lost the previous round. They're now deciding to force up fully. If they don't win this, Tempo Storm are going to have a pretty considerable lead here on the CT side of Train. I suppose if there was a map to give the CT side a lead, it's Train. It's always recoverable when you make your way over there, but Kinguin are going to want to avoid that, with Reitz finding an opening frag already. Rollin really low and taking his time going down the stairs. It's actually Mazzino who finds the kill, but HS, he's been performing hugely and he comes in with another kill, making his way up behind his Chetty, finding 1 and a second. As HS eventually gets taken out, we're going to be in a 2 versus 2. This probably shouldn't have happened, but here we are. Chetty manages to land one as Mineyes is going to be the last player alive. M4 in hand. He's managed to trade one out, but that bomb is not planted for him, and it's going to be the defuse. No time to get over there, and Chetty actually finishes him off as well, so no rifle saved over either. Well, to open up this round again, it's going to be a force from Kinguin. They seem pretty keen on forcing after these bomb plants. It seems to be their strategy, but not really working out just yet for them. They've yet to pick up a round with it. As battle's coming all across the board. A has been pushed into as Rollin finds himself 1 kill, but up nice and close is going to be Lowell. If they do decide to aggress on this angle, they're going to have a lot to compete with. One-man advantage towards Kinguin. They're not looking to progress any further. if they don't have to. Really slow round coming out from Kinguin. I think they're waiting for some kind of aggression to come in for tempo. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to capitalize on it. They do find it in A, but Tempo Storm are going to lose a man on the back of that push. Now, Chetty, Fox, and HS in a 3 versus 5. And it looks like they're giving up control of the A site. Possibly going to go for a save with that rotation to B. And that would certainly be the right decision now with 2 rifles left over. They're up against 5. They've got to just bring these over to the next round and give their team a good chance, because look at their economy right now. It's pretty much broken on both teams. This was a pivotal round for either, and it goes the way of Kinguin, who have gotten a bomb plant in every round so far, and they're buying up like madmen on the back of it. And they will be able to save over these guns. That is, unless Reitz has anything to say about it. With a Jalil in hand, he's taken down by Chetty. And so it doesn't matter if he's anything to say about it, as he is eliminated. Coming into this round, 2-1. Kinguin finally winning out a round there. Of course, Tempo Storm are at a 1 map advantage, so any little lead they can pick over on the CT side is going to start playing into the mindset of Kinguin. They're going to know that they're just a few rounds away from a loss in this best of 3. The deciding map is Overpass, which I think is a relatively fair map to be deciding on for both teams. Oh, Fox is making his way up. He's just above the Molotov right now. It's going to be hot, but he's not quite cooking. Oh, but unfortunately, he steps down into the Molotov as it is dissipating. That is going to cost him, because now they know that he's up close in Pop Dog. It doesn't seem like Kinguin care, though. They're still going to be aggressing up, not watching the angle. What's going on? How has Fox just walked up behind him like that? He finds himself 1 kill, but with the majority of the CT team falling now, it's not going to be very easy for them to claim out this win, and it looks like another one is going to be going the way of Kinguin, as they managed to pick up 2 M4s as well. So a positive round all over for them. Equalizing on 2-2, but almost certainly they should have excuse me, they should have this round lead very shortly, as they are only going to be up against pistols. That said, though, we've all seen what the CZ can do, and let's see if it can do anything in this round. The MP7 on Rollin, making his way towards the site with his teammates. The Molotov goes down. That's going to force Fox off the angle. But what's going to force him off even quicker is the bullet in his head. As he falls off the site, it's only going to be a 3 versus 5. Of course, by falling off the site, I mean he's dead. Now going for the drop down. They're going to spot 1 player, and that's an easy kill onto Mineyes, who doesn't even manage to pick up 1. Mazzino, though, is there for the trade, or should have been at least, but not quite able to connect the shots. The flank is covered by Taz, as Kinguin have a pretty good hold on this site with time ticking down. It has to be a save from Tempo. No real opportunity to go for this round to get the defuse, especially with Chetty being taken out there by an MP7. That's a little bit of money boosted up there for Rollin, and he's just going to be going aggressive all the way down Ivy, attempting to find some kills. As Tempo Storm save towards upper. That will be the end of the round, and Kinguin taking their 3rd, but Tempo have managed to pick up an M4 on the back of that round, so... Oh, HS, $50 away from purchasing an op. But Fox luckily has got the money for it. So the drop is not going to be needed. 5 versus 5. A very slow round to come out. No initial contact to be had just yet, but it is going to be a push over towards that A site. Let's see what they can manage here on the T side. And Reeks manages to find a double spray down. Rollin is there with one as well. Fox comes in for the trades, but Mineyes is just taking him out like clockwork. HS, though, alive in a 1 versus 3. Manages to find one kill. The flashbang comes over from Reeks as they go for the peak. They forced HS off the site, but haven't been able to find the frag as he backed away. It's going to be possible for him to pick up the round, and indeed with only 9 HP left on Reeks. That was a close one, but Reeks does manage to return fire in time and liquidize HS. We saw some huge plays coming in from him in the previous game. Previous map of Mirage, but this time only 3 for 4. Nothing nothing astounding. It is Chetty who's had the massive performance really in this, already on 7 kills. As HS tries to make a good play here with the CZ. He's going to be able for 1, but no more. Still going to be good as they are on an eco on the Tempo Storm side. Kinguin at this point, though, should be able to make their way towards the side if they can pick up Fox coming in behind, which indeed they're checking for. That should pretty much be the round over for Tempo. Although Taz hasn't spotted out that right below him, Lowell is pushing over to the site. They won't suspect him to be at this ladder angle. I think they'd already cleared it. There's Lowell with an opening kill. He's managed to pick himself up and up as well, but can't even get it into his hands before he's eliminated. As Chetty in a 1 versus 3 with a deagle. He's just going to look for exits at this point. And he's heard running towards CT as well, so that's going to be a nail in the coffin for him. Well, this round is shaping up to be a pretty easy win for Kinguin. 3 players fall early on for Tempo. The A side blitz push is just too much to hold on to. HS, though, is there for 1. Along with Lowell, these players have both managed to find kills, bringing us to a 2v3. They've still got a lot of work to do, with 3 more to find, but well, if we look at the time as well, that bomb ticking down, it's going to make things next to impossible to win out. HS getting lit down low by a Molotov as well. And what can be done? An easy round for Kinguin, indeed one that they should win, and one that they do. Bringing us to 6-2, looking really good on their map pick of Train. And the pause comes in. Presumably that's going to be a tactical from Tempo as they decide whether or not to buy here. Already got 1 CC purchased. Oh, we're going live into it, so it's a very quick tactical pause. This Tempo seem to be going for an eco. 2 CZs and a 5.7. 2 5.7s, and there's a UMP. Alright, they're going to be buying down to 2100. Well, the 5v5, it's going to be Tempo. They've only got pistols. Oh, but Chetty doesn't care. Mineyes is taken out by the 5.7. That is devastating. You've got to be mad if you are Mineyes right now. The AK of Rollin should be able to get a trade. Actually misses the shots as Chetty crosses back over towards side. Innocent is going to be below Pop Dog as well. Has Molotov in hand. He's ready to go. Dropping it down. Doesn't quite land where he intended, though. He wanted to get that further back in Pop Dog, but Oh, Innocent is still going to be able to survive there. Getting himself a kill on the Taz, Reitz and Roland for trades. But still, we're down to a 3v3. This is a very close round in what should have been a convincing win for Kinguin. Chetty still alive after getting that opening pick, I should say, with the 5-7. And HS has made his way into the bathrooms. This is very dangerous. As Reitz makes his way down, he's heard. HS knows he's coming up behind, as well as Chetty. All Lel has to do here is buy a bit of time. With Roland low HP on that op as well, this could be a terrible round for Kinguin. Here comes the push. Chetty's already spotted out the op towards Sandwich. He fires away and low HP. This should be an easy spray down the line for Chetty. He's giving away his position though, spraying in through the smoke. The op's going to be watching him now, taking out HS, pushing up. UMP's able to find the kill as well as Lel. It's all going to be on Mauzino. He's going to find a 2K, already one on the board. HS going for the defuse. That forces Mauzino to push up around the smoke. He's going to have to go for the spam in through this very shortly because that could be a stick. Going for the spam, he runs out of ammunition. It's the 5-7 deployed and the server's frozen. The Go TV is completely lagged out. And Mauzino died. HS going for the defuse. That was an inopportune moment for Go TV to freeze. But HS found the kill anyways, and indeed he should have, managing to force out the 5-7 by playing the time perfectly. Cut it a little bit fine. That could have been... I mean, if Mauzino had gambled on that fake, but there's no reason that he would have. Fantastic round for Tempo Storm as they bring us to 6-3. Mineyes with the opening for the terrorists. That's a pretty good one on that op. Lowell is able to return and bringing us down to a 4v4. Kinguin playing this nice and slow despite having the opening pick on A. Indeed, that is probably the best decision because as we can see, there are going to be 3 players stacked up here on the A side. But Mineyes comes in yet again, able to find one with the op as Lowell's is trying to trade it out for the second time. Spots out a player crossing over as he goes for the peek. Nobody there to be found. Flashbang comes in, but nothing capitalized on it. And Kinguin really running the clock down here with 50 seconds left. They've got to make a move soon. And the bomb's still sitting... excuse me. Still sitting in A main, or T main. It should be onto A that the push comes very shortly. There goes Lowell. He's eventually found the trade and it is Mineyes to be dropped. That's no more openings with the op for the T side. As Lowell looks to find another towards main. There is a player there, but the majority coming down through Pop Dog, which he's pushed up to spot out. Doesn't see him, or doesn't land the shot rather. He's eventually taken down. Roland comes in from the side, taking him out. Innocent is able to trade and go for a second, but not able to land it. But HS alive. He's only got a 2K to find, and indeed no better player for it as he pushes out, though. It's not being planted for him, and he's been spotted out at this point. He knows where both players are as the bomb plank goes down. He's already been spammed out from the back drains, but it's not going to matter as Mauzino lands the kill and brings us to 7-3. 7-3. Kinguin doing really well here on the T side, especially if we consider the fact that they did lose the pistol and the second round. The bomb plants ultimately the reason that they're able to do so well. They were able to force up consecutively. Find one here, someone running on the top of the train, but I don't think he's quite spotted out. Innocent indeed he hadn't, as he's taken down. The AK is able to be picked up. Now the push coming out towards the site. This should be relatively easy for Innocent as he looks out towards Pop Dog. He spots out one player, indeed I think a couple more. 3 players there pushing out. Innocent's able to find another kill. That's a 2K for him in this round. Looking for a third. There it is. Another headshot landed. Innocent holding this side all by himself. Kinguin at a man disadvantage already. The op still deployed on Fox. He's not able to find anything with it though because Innocent is sweeping up before eventually being taken out by Taz. Fox rotating around to try to grab an angle onto the terrace as they push over towards the side. He's not able to land it as Mineyes finds one with the op. So the smoke dissipates, allowing Fox to spot out at least where both players are. left and right side. He knows one planted and one dropped a Molotov. Spots out, Min Eyes grabs the kill. The op pushing out, though he's got to be careful because Taz is still alive towards the back of the side, jumping up on top of the train. He'll be taking a pretty good peek up against Fox. It should be a very difficult aim battle to win with the op, as long as Taz doesn't overpeak, and indeed he doesn't. Finding himself an easy kill, and 8-3 is the scoreline. Kinguin looking very considerable with this lead. 8-3, 5 rounds ahead. Chetty, USP in hand, looking for anything. I mean, right now, Tempo Storm 1 map away from victory. They'll be taking down Kinguin if they can claim train or overpass. But certainly, they want to end it right here, right now, on Kinguin's map pick. The Kinguin are not having any of it, as they are flying up ahead in terms of the score. 8-3. The USP on Chetty able to find one inside a Molotov, and it's Molotovs coming everywhere. The whole place has been incendiaried, as he has no chance of surviving that. The op coming in on Min Eyes, he's just sweeping up these pistol kills. It's a bit of a risky angle. I mean, if they do kill Tempo, they don't gain anything from it. Take one CZ away instead. So the flank comes in, and that is Roland to sweep up some kills. 9-3. Good for one as Lels comes in with his own, but he's taken out, and we're down to a 2 versus 3. Tempo are pretty heavily in the lead in terms of this round, because if you look at Chetty, he's already managed to push around through T-spawn. They weren't really checking it. If he's able to drop the bomb, Kinguin have no chance. Just swings into Tempo's favor because of that one flank that came in. HS able to pick up a 2k as well, but it is ultimately Chetty that slows that round down, and it claims it for Tempo. The man advantage was in favor of Kinguin, but 10 HP on one player, and the flank coming in with the bomb playing pretty much all alone, isolated and being caught out by a flank. There's no chance at all. Good for 2, looking for 3 inside the smoke, but it's Mauzino to pick it up. It's Chetty and HS, the star players in the previous round, still alive. 2v4, but no flank this time as Chetty is taken down with a headshot from Roland. Now it's all on HS, a lot of work to do, and with an AK in hand, the bomb hasn't yet been planted, so it's not really time to save yet. He can still manage some damage, hopefully. He's already found one kill, and with the bomb only just going down now, he's in a 1v3. It's a winnable situation, but the economy not going to be great for Tempo Storm, so he's going to want to save this over to the next round. No matter what he does to Kinguin, they should be able to get a buy in the next round for most of their players, so long as they come out with 1 or 2 alive. They can definitely afford to lose one, maybe a second player. So HS not going to be able to do all too much impact if he does hunt down this win, unless he, of course, got the defuse and everything. But with no kit and so little time, there's no chance. He's just saving out, trying to bring this AK over to help out his team in the next round, get maybe a semi-decent 4-square. Backed up by an AK, or indeed just go for the eco. See what the AK can do. 10-4, the last round coming out. Of course, they wouldn't go for an eco in the last round, as we do see a scout deployed on Fox. Been able to land some good shots in the previous map. Haven't seen him do a whole lot here. Indeed, he has been stacking just a little bit. Looks like a slow round from Kinguin as they make their way towards B with 2 players just attempting to poke something out. It's going to be Taz and Mauzino there, with Rollin watching for Pop Dog. Mineyes sitting in A main. He's picking up the bomb and bringing it back towards A momentarily anyways, but it does look like they're going to be reverting that strategy for now anyways. Just opting to hold out instead. Rollin trying to bait out some pistol shots. Looks like he might think it's clear at this point, but as he pushes down, he's got Lel to worry about. Rollin decides not to take that up against the pistols as Mineyes finds the opening kill. Team main aggression is taken by Tempo, but it's relieved of them very quickly. Still 2 players towards B, and this looks like it should be a pretty standard fake. The smokes will be deployed out there. Flashbangs as well, probably. And has already dragged a rotation. Fox is going to be sitting there. Pushing into main that should allow Rollin to get the kill, but he's not able to manage it. Now Mineyes is up close with an op. He's looking to win out this pistol battle, but it could be risky. Still manages to land it though, as the last 2 players were the B stickers, but Fox is there with a scout, manages to find 1 hit and a second, already 1 kill on the board for him as well. He's doing well to bring this into a 1v2 for HS, who has got armor as well, and a great chance into this as he's in a 1v1, and there it is, 10-5, a great round coming in from Tempo, a fantastic force, as 10-5 is going to be the scoreline. That is not optimal by any shot for Tempo, but a really important last round to be picked up there. As we're going into the second half, it's only going to be a 5-round gap. It's still doable for Tempo, especially if they pick up this pistol round, but it's going to be a hard-fought battle as they've got to claim 5 before they're even equalized, and of course we would generally favor the CT side. Losing out there. This is Kinguin's map pick though, so it's not all too surprising. Well, to start off the pistol round, it's going to be a little bit of utility deployed on HS and Chetty. They'll be looking for some initial damage with the nade and indeed 2 smokes as they make their way towards A. It does look to be a bit of a split with the smokes coming towards Ivy and the site. And let's see what they decide to do with this actually. HS making his way around. He's going to be getting connector, I think. Slow rotation. They were looking for the early push from the USPs with Ivy, but it's not going to happen. They're just waiting to deploy those smokes. Here they come. We're going to be going towards Ivy. Whilst the other on the left side of the train. Let's see how this works out for them. Pushing out towards the site now. It is going to be Chet. Ooh, it's going to be Fox actually, and then Chetty to find opening kills. Rollin eventually manages 1, but Innocent is there to trade it back immediately. Reese making his way down. That's an easy kill onto Chetty. He was very low HP, but still the 2 versus 3. This is going to be a very difficult round for Tempo to win out now because the USPs have those long range angles, but never mind as Reese is the last alive. He's taken out by HS up close. That's going to be 6-10. That should be a second and third round coming in for Tempo there as well to bring it to 10-7. And at that point, the gap isn't all too big. It's not unwinnable for them. Excuse me. Tempo again. They're going to be going for 3 AKs. A little bit risky up against these pistols. If they are dropped, of course, it offers Kinguin a free full buy in the next round. Taz up nice and close with the CZ. That should be able to manage some damage. He manages 1, but Mauzino was backed off the angle, not able to back him up at this point. The 2 versus 3 could have been brought down to a 2v2 if Mauz was there for the trade, but fortunately it doesn't land. Also doesn't decide to push into team main. There is a gun drop there. Reitz is going to be finding 1 on B. With the Deagle, the long range fight is doable for him. Not able to land the shot though as Lel crosses over. Now Zeno has found his way up behind. And look at this. I mean, Fox is so far out of position. If they can pick up Lel, this round is over. Fox just sitting in Ivy. Lel finds 1 kill. What is Fox doing? Mauzino might even be able to stick that bomb. He doesn't have a kit, unfortunately. And he's just not going to suspect Fox to be all the way over an Ivy, of course. The Molotov goes down and forces him out of position. He's not able to pick up a kill, unfortunately. That was a huge misplay, though, from Tempo. I mean, if they find that kill, Fox is in Ivy. He's got like a 15-second rotation over to that side. It's an easy win. Massive risk, but okay. I mean, it paid off. It worked out. Maybe that's a 200 IQ play. They'll never suspect him to be there. A full B stack underway from Kinguin, and it is unfortunately a misplay, as A is going to be the push site. And up nice and close is Fox. This time he's not out of position. He's in the perfect position for combat and gets eliminated. But it is only a Mach 10 lost. He's just trying to farm out some money. It's exactly what Chetty's looking for as well with the MP7. HS though, just finding the kills with the AK. Chetty eventually turns in with one, getting himself a little bit of money. And 10-8 is going to be the scoreline. A 2-round gap. It's going to be close. Tempo are looking pretty good here on their T side. Although they were up against an Eco in that round. Eco in a stack on the alternate site. Right now though, Tempo on the full buy, they're going to be up against Kinguin, who've also managed to get an op up on Min-Eyes with rifles on everybody else. Mauzino's the ones that open up the round for them. Of course over towards A, but heavy weight on his shoulder. He's got to manage a lot of kills as they push out here. He's going for 2 and almost lands it. Still going to put his team in a good position as there's low HP on Innocent, but if he could have just landed that kill, it would have been so much better. Min-Eyes spots one out on the side, holding with the op. He's about to be full flashed or not. He somehow isn't flashed there. That's easy peasy. Picking up kills everywhere. It's now a 2 versus 1. And that's it. We are over to 10-8. As Tempo Storm are about to lose out another round and bring us to 11-8. That was a pretty solid round picked up there. I mean, Kinguin looking pretty good right now. 11-8. They're starting to come back into this as Taz pushes up. He's going to be contested and just back off. Playing nice and passive. That's all he needs to do. 3 rounds ahead. As Tempo are really spreading out here, though. They're making their way towards this A site pretty heavily. It's going to be a split from Ivy, top, and main. This could be hard to combat. Kinguin haven't quite seen something like this before in this map. That said, though, they have got 4 players stacked up there. One watching Ivy with an op. That's Rollin. That's the majority of the players. Are going to be holding up nice and close. You know, he's also with the op. He likes to play a little bit aggressive. Hold those nice close angles. Mauzino finds one with the M4. Now actually the rotation coming over to B. It's going to be a feint. It might not work because the rotation's already come in. Reitz though, that flashbang blinds him. He's not able to pick up a kill. Rollin does some damage as the cross comes over, but still Laola's going to be alive on that side, and that's a bomb plant down. That's at least economy secured, and possibly a round win as well as they force down the time a little bit. Min-Eyes makes his way in, finds that kill. It's all on Fox right now. This time he's on the right side. But he has got an op, and the long-range battle goes his way up against Mauzino. Goes for the spam through the smoke. He's not quite able to land it. Believes there's nobody sticking that defuse, and he is wrong. Now just needs to try to stay alive, but he's pushed up after that op shot is missed as well. And 12-8, nothing saved over for Tempo. That's a shame. Kinguin now are going to be facing off against a pistol buy here. Shouldn't really be a force, which should get them a 13-8 lead. And at that point on the CT side, we should see map 3 coming out. That said, though, it's only a 4-round gap. If Tempo can pick this up, it could be huge for them. Because Kinguin, I mean, look at their economy right now. It's so low. They're low on bank by a long shot. Well, somehow Tempo have made their way onto the site uncontested. Pistol's taking the long-range battles. That's a little bit unnecessary, but the bomb still is going to go down. Innocent takes another long-range battle with that Deagle, and it's not going to land. This is looking pretty good for Kinguin. Only Lowell left alive. Manages one with the Deagle, and at this point, it's all just down to economy damage. He spots out Minnows actually towards the back of Connector. If he could have landed that shot. Minnows is very... Actually, everybody's low HP bar Rollin. It's still winnable, but now with the defuse coming in, all he can do is hope to get some economy damage, and can't land any of that. Taz finds the defuse inside the smoke. 13-8. Tempo will be able to get a good buyout, though. This is the only thing that can really trouble the Kinguin side right now. That bomb plant boosted their economy quite a bit, and they were already looking pretty good in the previous round. With 3k saved up on a lot of players, even after the buy. So at this point, the op is deployed on Fox yet again. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot of impact with it so far, but that can always change. Rollin goes for the peak. He's going to eliminate Fox. The trade not going to be carried through by Innocent, who picks up the op and retreats towards the T-spawn. Here comes Taz. He's found one. Once we're down to the 5 versus 3, it's going to be so hard here for Tempo to come into this at a 2-man disadvantage. They're smoked out. The bomb is dropped towards T-spawn. Hold on. Look at that boost. Lowell finds himself an opening, and they're just going to back off now on the back of it. But Rollin is there to trade it back out yet again. And this is the problem Tempo Storm have been having here in the T side. Every time that they find one, they lose 2. At the start of the round as well. Going for the combat, but he's 9 HP. And now he's the last alive as well, as Mazzino managed to find it onto Lel. Does pick up the op though. He'll just be backing off with it, hoping to bring that to the next round, but it's not looking likely. We've got a push coming in Ivy, a push coming in upper. No push in T main, unfortunately, but it is being held, so we can't actually aggress up through there. As the players now push down. 9 HP on him. Mazzino's going to clear out T main. And once that's cleared, they'll know that he's saving towards the dumpster. Rollin pushing up here with a P250. That's unusual. Flashes towards upper where his teammate already came from. Jenny's up on top of the dumpster and eventually gets taken out. That was a little bit disjointed, but nonetheless. (14-8). 2 rounds to go for Kinguin to bring us to map number 3 of Overpass. Tempo has already won out the first map, but Kinguin's map pick is looking pretty convincing for them right now. With a pretty big lead, 7 rounds needed by Tempo Storm to at least guarantee themselves an overtime. The full buy is underway. Chetty actually with a P250, of course, dying after time. That's going to be pretty damaging to his bank as the push comes down. Zeno is there with 1, but still we're going to be down to the 2 versus 4. Now, last alive is picked off by Reese from the side, and Kinguin now 1 round away from victory. It's looking like this could be it. They've got a full buy. They're up against just AKs. Very, well, not even very little actually. No utility on the Tempo Storm side. Push coming out now. It's a 5 versus 5. The B site somehow secured by the T's, but they've forgotten the bomb. They needed to plant it, but they've left it in upper. Somehow, though, they're picking up the kills anyway, so the round might still go their way. Indeed, it looks to be, as Taz is the last alive. He's got a 4K to find a win out there. Oh, already landed one, but no more to be found as Chetty takes him out. Fox finds one with the AWP. That's good for tempo. I mean, they're not that far away. 6 rounds needed for an overtime to come out. It's certainly going to be possible, but difficult. Difficult is going to be the word of the day for tempo. Taz towards lower. Let's see what he can pick up. Oh, nobody peeking him just yet. They're completely neglecting this angle. Surely HS checks it. He drops a nade anyways, and he's just without being spotted out. There's Taz with one opening kill. Looking for a second. Span coming through, but he's not able to land a kill out of it. That is unfortunate to say the least. The B push going to be coming in momentarily, and right now it's only going to be one player there. That's Reitz. The rotation coming in from Mauzino. But hold on. Tempo are making their way back towards A. They're playing this so slowly. It's so hard for Kinguin to get a read unless they push in for some aggression. And of course, that is what Tempo want. They want Kinguin to get a little bit aggressive. Now, Zeno finds one with the up before being taken down. The 1-for-1 trade's looking good for Tempo right now, as they'll be making their way towards the bomb side to get the plant. But they've got to be careful because Mineyes is still alive with the up. Goes for one, gets the kill, goes for the no scope, and doesn't quite land it. As Reitz pushes around, this could be it. Unless Chetty can manage to find this 2K, it's all over. But hold on, Reitz is taken down. It's all on Mineyes. He's been a heavy fragger with that op so far. Jumping up on top of the site, pushing around. Chetty is right for the taking, but he doesn't manage to land that kill. The USP also not going to connect the shots. This is so close, but there it is. Mineyes finds the quick scope. Chetty eliminated. That will be 16-9 as we move on to Overpass, which is map number 3. A scoreline of 1-1. Tempo and Kinguin butting heads here on the final map after this short